Well, good morning. Welcome to an episode of Born Fish and Die Fishing. Here we are on the North Somerset coastline. Yeah, here we are fishing down at Minehead. Yeah, it's my first time actually down here. I've got two rods out at the minute. I was getting some bites a minute ago, so I thought I'd do a quick opening video. Yeah, the time now is... Wait, my bloody watch is wrong. Yeah, the time now is about 4:30. We've got about 3 hours till high tide. Well, yeah, it's just coming up 5 actually. Yeah, we've got about 2.5 hours till high tide. And yeah, like I said, my first time fishing down here. Bit of an early start this morning, left at 2 o'clock. And yeah, about a 2.5 hour drive here. So yeah, just thought I'd quickly get set up. Like I said, I was getting a few bites, so I'm going to quickly get my last rod set up. And then maybe check this rod out, and then yeah, I'll get back to you. It's alright, speak to you soon. Well, that's me all set up on fishing. Yeah, I've got 3 rods out there. Got the one just behind me, that's a 2-foot flapper, baited with lugworm. And if I'm honest, that's a bit of a scratch and rig, hoping for anything. And then behind you, I've got 2 rods out there, both pulley panels. One of them's got a double sand deal wrap, and that's obviously hoping for a ray, conga, something like that. Even a bass would be nice. And the other one's got a, what did I put on that? Half a, what is it? Anchovy wrap. So yeah, I've got a nice half of anchovy, the head all blood and guts and stuff. So yeah, like I said, my first time here. I haven't actually fished this far down. So yeah, it's quite nice to be fair. Looks like a nice location, for as much as I can see considering it's dark. But yeah, so like I said, high tide's about 7:30 today. We've got about 2.5 hours to high tide. So yeah, fingers crossed as time starts getting on, starts getting towards daylight and high tide, fingers crossed getting to a few fish. But either way, it's a lovely morning for it. It's only about, they said about 7-8 mile an hour winds today. And yeah, it's about 10 degrees at the minute, so yeah, it's quite pleasant to be fair. Right, I'm going to sit back, chill out for a little bit. I might check out the 2-foot flapper in a minute. And then yeah, fingers crossed get back to you with one. Alright, I'll switch you soon. Well, as you can see, it's another doggy. A lot of a bigger one this time. Obviously not what I'm after, but more than welcome. Like I said, it beats a blank to be fair. But yeah, not a bad little fish. But yeah, like I said, it's not what I'm targeting. So yeah, they can get a bit of a nuisance, but yeah, it's nice to see a fish or two to be fair. But yeah, this one's quite good as well, so I'm going to have to get the old T-bar on this. With the old 4 sets anyway. But right, I'm going to get this guy sorted out. Little picture, get the shot back, and yeah, fingers crossed he's taking a bit better. Well, yeah, I can't complain so far. Obviously I had them 2 fish, only dogfish, but yeah, I'm happy with that to be fair. Nice not to complain. Yeah, it's about 6 o'clock now, so we've got about an hour and a half to high tide. Fingers crossed we'll get into a few more fish and get some to high tide just after. Made up a couple of fresh baits just so I'm ready, because there's no messing about once I reel in. I can just get one straight on, back out. Yeah, lovely morning for it. Look at that sunrise behind. Once that comes up, that's going to be beautiful. Yeah, just sat back enjoying the views at the minute. Quite looking forward to seeing what the spot actually looks like. Like I said, I've not actually fished here before. And yeah, it's my first time here and I'm turned up in the dark. Can't really see what it looks like. Well, I can see there's a load of big trees all behind these houses and that, which looks quite nice. But yeah, obviously I'll show you a bit more of the footage once it gets a bit lighter. Right, I'm going to sit back, chill out for a bit, fingers crossed get back to another one. Tell you one thing, listening to all these birds is nice. All up in these trees. Yeah, what houses these are. The view they get. Yeah, they got a stunning view to wake up to. Yeah, just want to show you a little bit of scenery. Wow, another one of these bloody guys. But yeah, another dogfish. Probably the smallest of the bunch so far as well, to be fair. But yeah, what can you do? This is another fish. Yeah, I didn't actually see it, that was on the pulley panel, baited with sand eel. Yeah, look at that sunrise behind. Absolutely beautiful. Yeah, little doggy to go with it. It's number 3. Yeah, there's fish out there, that's not what I want. Yeah, fingers crossed, I'll show you something a bit better. As I've said for the 3rd time now. Alright, see you soon. Well, we've got about an hour till high tide now. Yeah, I just had them. Yeah, there's definitely plenty of doggies out there. That was on black dog, 2-hook flapper. Yeah, 2 of them. Not bad sized dogs to be fair. I thought it was a ray coming in, it felt really heavy, but obviously yeah, it's 2 doggies. But I'm going to get these on hook, get a little picture, get a frame back, and yeah, fingers crossed, show you something else. Well, 10 minutes of high tide. Yeah, cracking play so far, 5 fish. Obviously they're all dog fish, not what I'm aiming for, but nice to get a few fish to be fair. Yeah, lovely morning for it. Sun's just gone behind a little bit of a cloud, but yeah, still a lovely morning for it. Lovely little location. Yeah, glad I was worth the 2 AM wake up. Yeah, fingers crossed to get something else in. Yeah, I'm sat back enjoying it. And then yeah, put a few fresh baits out there. Put some fresh bit of lugworm out there. Just done a squid and sand eel wrap, and then I've done just a whole squid as well. So yeah, put fresh baits out there. Alright, sit back, chill out for a little bit, and yeah, bring it back to the water farm. Wow, as you can see, I'm back in the car. Yeah, I literally, my last 5 casts, I got snagged up. I've lost 4 sets of gear. And then yeah, one of them I like straightened the hook, but yeah, I'm not moving far, I'm moving spot. I just thought I'd speak to you while I'm in the car. I'll show you the picture of the lovely little town. But yeah, I'm literally not moving far. I was just speaking to a local lad, he said, yeah, you want to fish a little bit further down. He goes, yeah, about 30, 40 yards out, you'll be hitting sand every time. So yeah, I thought I'd listen to him and yeah, pop down here. Literally, it's not far at all, you can see how far I've just driven. My matey boy's there, so I'm going to walk a little bit further down. Yeah, right, I'm going to get set up and I'll get back to you in a minute. Well, still set up at the 2nd spot. Like you see, I did not go far at all, but yeah, like I said, I kept getting snagged up that way. I think while it was a bit lower tide, I was getting over all the stones and getting out onto the sand and that. But once it got to high tide, I just couldn't do it, so I was just losing gear. Yeah, matey boy was chatting to me. He fishes down here quite often. Yeah, he said, if I was you mate, I'd be moving up here, try to get out on the sand up this way. So yeah, I thought I'd listen to the local. Yeah, fingers crossed it pays off. Yeah, he said he was, I'd done well to have the 5 dogfish to be fair. But I said I did have most of them before, like quite a bit before high tide. So like I said, I was probably getting out onto the sand. But then as soon as I got to high tide, I just couldn't do it. Yeah, lovely little spot, I'm just parked right behind. Yeah, not too bad to be fair. Right, I'm sitting back, chill out for a bit, hopefully get back to you one. Right, different spot, same fish. Yeah, this is quite a nice doggy to be fair. Right, yeah, it's still a bloody doggy, isn't it? Oh, yeah, no, it is quite a decent sized doggy. It's quite a fat old boy. Yeah, I can't really complain at that. But yeah, I'll get this guy chat back. Fingers crossed, show you something a bit different. Yeah, that sunlight's right on it. Yeah, not a bad sized doggy. Yeah, like I said, I'm going to get this guy shut back. Fingers crossed. I'll show you a few more. Another little doggy. Yeah, so I think that's number 8 now. Yeah, there must be hundreds of them around them. Yeah, not bad little fish I suppose. But yeah, not what we're targeting, but what can you do? But yeah, I'm going to get this little guy shut back. Yeah, fingers crossed, I'll show you some more. Not more dogfish preferably, but yeah, fish is fish. Right, get back to you soon. Well, as you probably guessed, another little doggy. Yeah, he actually done a decent bite. I thought there's something else, the bite you give, but unfortunately not. But yeah, it's number 10 now, starting to get ridiculous. But yeah, can't complain, it's a fish I suppose. Right, I'm gonna get a trap back. Fingers crossed, show you some more. Well, I'm still fishing, still getting fish. Yeah, still bloody dogfish. Yeah, I'm up to 13 dogfish now. I've just got another 3 off camera. Yeah, I didn't bother getting the camera off for those, but yeah, I'm up to 13. Yeah, I'll be happy with anything else at the minute, if I'm honest with you. Literally, I'm not even too bothered. But yeah, I was obviously hoping for a ray, but yeah, I feel like the chances are going for that. Still fishing. I'm not even sure what the time is. Yeah, still got like a couple of hours, I think. So yeah, you never know, I might get into one. Yeah, I'm getting plenty of bites, but it's just dogfish at the minute. So maybe it's trying to fish through them, but easier said than done at the set. Yeah, the tide has gone out quite a bit at the minute, now. I'm not sure what time low tide is, so I need to double check and see what time it actually is. Yeah, but we're not too far off, it's definitely gone out quite a bit. So yeah, I'm going to sit back, chill out for a little bit, and yeah, fingers crossed, show you something different other than a dogfish. Yeah, finally something a bit different. Little conger there. So it's not a bad little fish. Yeah, I'm just going to get a trip back. Bloody treacherous walking around here, I'm telling you. Ankle breakers, these rocks. Yeah, lovely little fish. Getting shot back. Yeah, happy with that. Right, I'm going to get the rod back out there and actually show you something different. Well, I'm going to call that a day. I'm going to reel these in, unless there's anything other than a dogfish. I might get the camera back out and show you. But yeah, I've had 14 dogfish and a conger. So yeah, 15 fish today. Not what I was planning with all the dogfish, but yeah, at least I caught some. Nice not to blank. So yeah, I'm happy with that. But yeah, it's nice to come to a new location and actually catch some fish. But yeah, it's quite a long drive to get here for me, so that'll be coming here too often if I'm honest with you. But yeah, definitely will come back here one day, no doubt. Right, I'm going to get these rods packed up. And yeah, gonna get off, go get some food. And yeah, I've got a long 2.5 hour drive back. So yeah, hope you enjoy watching. If you did, like and subscribe. I'll see you again next time.